Hello, this is Cam from the Brother Slim, back with People of the Stormlit Lantern, Kingdom Death campaign, yes. We are kicking it old school, going to revisit the White Lion, level 2. We've yet to defeat this beastie, and feel like it would be a good little resource farming exercise before facing off against the Kingsman level 2 in a lantern year or two. So far, I've decided the Kingsman is my least favorite fight of the bunch so far, and I'm not necessarily excited for the level 2, but I want to be as prepared as possible. So we'll see about that. Hoping to get lots of crit resources, and yeah, we shall see. And also defeat the level 2 line, because we haven't actually done that yet. So this will be a first if we're able to. Take a relatively novice crew with our Luzidin using the old school, still one-armed mini form today, because we have our first shield specialist in training, so that was going to take the place of our Luza's updated mini tonight. Otherwise, we also have a fun character, and part of the reason for hunting this guy too, instead of the Phoenix again, was we've got a character named the Stormfather who's got a special ability to read something different instead of overwhelming darkness, which I'm very curious about. So we shall see what it be. Let's get this finished set up there. There we go. There we go. Showdown level 2. And let's go ahead and depart. Boom, boom. Yeah, so we got our Lucidin the 5th, Bluth, and I think Bluth is just going to be our support character. Risen and Stormfather. And Stormfather's ability is called Thundercaller. Once in a lifetime, on hunt board space after Overwhelming Darkness. In place of rolling a random hunt event, you use 100 as your result. So technically speaking, I didn't think of this ahead of time, but so he would have to be one back. We might just go ahead and do it anyways. We'll see. We shall see how this goes. But yeah, let us go ahead and kick this off with the hunt phase. Fresh off a first victory against any Nemesis monster, and I am so happy about that. It felt really good to finally beat one. And only lost one survivor too, which is nice. Cool, and as always, the one thing I forget to grab is dice. And there we go, that should be good. So, actually just gonna get the characters organized how they are in this list, just so it's nice and easy. So we have our Luzidin, Bluth, Risen, oops, that's the wrong way, and Stormfather last. There we go. Cool. Very, very cool. Let us roll and see what it be. 88. Fun roll. The sword and the statue. Actually, just going to move this mic a little bit closer. And there we go. A one-eyed statue, twice as tall as any man, sits before a great anvil with a hammer in each of its 6 hands. Transfixed, the survivors watch the statue beat a red-hot sword that lies across the anvil. Each survivor, starting with the event revealer and proceeding clockwise, may make one attempt to grab the sword from the anvil. If they do, gain +1 courage, roll 1d10, and add their hunt XP to their roll. So starting with the... Okay, so May. Is this something that we want to do? So starting with our Luzidin. Our Luzidin's got a good amount of hunt XP, so let's go ahead and do it. So they gain a courage, which is nice. Our Luzidin does not have much of those. And let's roll a d10. 5, and hunt XP is 13, so that's going to be a 14 plus. Your speed is legendary. Gain the Muramasa rare gear card. What is this? Really like the name though. Oh, what is this indeed? Okay, so Muramasa. Weapon, melee, katana, two-handed, finesse, other. If I remember correctly, other means saviors can't use it. Frail, sharp, sentience, deadly 2, unique. So there can only be one of them. Meaning if this person if whoever uses it dies, it's gone. Frail, sharp, sentient. So I think sentient means you need to be insane. Sharp means you roll a d10 and add that as strength to it. Frail means you break it if you attack any super dense locations. 6 attacks. Holy moly. And if you critically wound this weapon, gain bleeding tokens. Well, so I know the event revealer just got it. But I think what we're going to do is put it on our person that got that sword secret fighting art. Let's do that. Let's see. That being risen with Swordsman's Promise. Excuse me. So how would that work? So that means -1 strength, which isn't amazing, but I mean, like, that sword looks pretty freaking cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't like how it's got so many attacks. 6 speed is crazy. But yeah, let's do it. So we're going to archive the Bone Blade. This does mean -1 strength, but that's okay. Rare gear. There we go. Just need to add this gear first. Muramasa. And I'm just gonna take a photo of this too. This app is so cool. Okay, there we go. Okay. Original size. Awesome. Muramasa. Also a name of a musician I like. Okay, cool. Wild. Toughness is 8. And oh, no, toughness is 10. Okay, sweet. Don't mind me, that just took me a little bit to get sorted there. Loadout. Add Muramasa. Okay, well, interesting. All right, and we're just gonna leave that one there, so we shall, oh, whoops, I did that wrong, actually. Whoopsies. We're just going to go ahead anyways and just have that as one. I should have revealed this, because it's the White Lion Hunt event rather than it being normal one, but that's okay. I'm just going to do these, and then I'll move us up 1 extra. I think that's fair. So that's our Lucidin done, and let's do this. White Lion Cub. That is a little blurry. The survivors find a White Lion Cub. They may choose to slay the cub. If they do, each survivor gains 1 random basic resource. The event revealer rolls on the table below. 1 to 3. Overcome with grief, she attacks. Begin the showdown immediately with enraged in play. Build AI deck normally. The father line shows up. Begin showdown immediately. Nothing happens. If they spare the cub, well, we are going to go ahead and not spare this cub because we're here for resources. So we'd like to see that. Okay, so 1 random basic resource. Let's grab those. And give this a quick shuffle here, just off camera. So everyone gets 4. And let us see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those just down there. Getting a skull, monster hide, ooh, a purgatory gun, and a triple question mark. Very nice, very nice. So we'll put those, yeah, just up there in that corner, so we don't forget about them. And we shall roll on this table. So preferably not looking for a 1 to 3. Anything 4 and up would be nice. Ooh, nice. Okay, nothing happens. That was so close to just getting on the 1. All right, well, let's put that there. We'll remove that afterwards. And then let's go ahead with Risen, revealing the next card, which is Prowling Lion. While the survivor stalked the white line, the monster hunts something else. Oh, this is perfect. Move the white line one space away from the survivors on the hunt board in pursuit of its prey. White line starts the showdown with ground fighting in play. Build its AI deck normally. So we'll scoot you back one and take a look for ground fighting. Ground fighting was a mood, if I recall correctly. Okay, so ground fighting is in our deck. Alert, suspicious class, has up ground fighting. We'll take a look as a reminder of what it does once we actually get to the fight. I'm just going to reshuffle these. Alrighty, Roo. So we'll scoot everybody forward, and then I'm just going to scoot us up one more time because I accidentally rolled on the table when I wasn't supposed to. But that's okay. And now for the Stormfather to make a normal roll here. 85. Oh, don't even need to fill the page. That's nice. Test of Courage. Lava flows from the eyes of a huge, grimacing stone face. Its gritted teeth hold a worn sword. If there are any survivors with 6+ courage, choose one to brave the lava. They gain the Adventure Sword rare gear. If no one contests their medal, the group moves on with a feeling of inadequacy. Okay, the settlement already has an Adventure Sword and storytelling. They share a story, so we don't need to worry about that because we do not have a sword or storytelling, I think. 6+ courage. Let us take a looky-loo. I think our Lucidin does have that. Oh no, courage. No, he's low on courage, I think. He's got 2 courage, and he's the most experienced person that we have. Just gonna double check though. Courage 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Okay, so no Adventure Sword for us, but looks like nothing else negative, which is nice. So we'll scoot up there and go back to our Lucidin, revealing this next hunt card. Sea of Golden Grass. Fields of golden grass lay ahead. The event revealer may choose to avoid the plains and roll twice on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. Otherwise, each survivor gains 1 courage, and the event revealer rolls on the table. Okay. Let's enjoy this grass. Let's add a courage for everybody. So starting with our Lucidin, going up to 3. And everyone else going up to 1. Yes, a bunch of newbie survivors in this fight. Cool. And all right, so everyone's got courage, and the event revealer, being our Lucidin, is going to roll on this table. So 1d10 we go, and 8. You pick up the trail. Choose to move the white line 1 space forward or backwards on the hunt event board. I feel like it's not a good call, but I kind of want to push him back and see if we can just... Good morning! How's it going, Mike? I think we do want to push him back and see if we can get maybe some more resource farm going on from this. And also, just playing the game, I really want to see the Thundercaller thing with this, and if we push him forward, then it wouldn't happen. So let's push him back 1. Boom. Okay, so I'll axe that there. Send in the noobs! Yep, we got our Lucidin babysitting the noobs, although one of them is like pretty sick, and I'm excited by it. Just to catch you up, if you just arrived there, Mike, we found the Muramasa rare gear card, and we put it on one of the newbies, which is, I don't know exactly how I feel about it, because it's frail, and it's got so much speed, but yeah, interesting, very interesting. We'll use it until we lose it. Okay, so we got that, and so then, did I already move them? Yes, I did not, so there we go. Because I picked up that card already. And so instead of reading Overwhelming Darkness, we get to do, let me just double check here. So with Stormfather, he has Thundercaller. Once in a lifetime on a hunt board space after Overwhelming Darkness. In place of rolling, oh no, it's not Overwhelming Darkness. That still happens, so never mind. So we still do Overwhelming Darkness. Well, let's do that first. Overwhelming Darkness. 147. Okay, all survivors must determine their paths and walk them simultaneously. Okay. Well, starting with our Luzidin. Our Luzidin is definitely insane. 3+ courage. So our Luzidin qualifies for both of these. Let's do Path of the Insane. That sounds fun. Alright, so rolling a d10 for our Luzidin. Ooh, getting a Lantern 10. We love it. The crab spider you've been traveling with stops to eat a few hissing maggots. You decide you can't leave your friend behind. Gain 1 crab spider vermin resource. Sweet! The resources, we love to see it. Nope, not strange. Vermin. Crab spider also counts as a hide. Alright, so our Luzidin is plenty happy. We like that. Next up, Bluth. This is going to be Path of the Doomed, because you don't have... Are you insane? No, you're not. So yeah, Path of the Doomed. Let's do it. 6. 5 to 7. You choke on the atmosphere. It leaves you sick and unbalanced. Lose monster level survival and gain 1 negative evasion token. Okay, well, I mean, that's not great, but that's what it'd be. -1 evasion. Alrighty. And then Risen with a crazy new sword, getting a 5. Let me just double check Risen here. So Risen is insane. So on a 5, 1 event damage to a random hit location. Yeah, so random hit location being the waste, going down to 4. Not too shabby there. Then last but not least, we have Stormfather himself, who is going to be Path of the Doomed, getting a 7. Same idea. -2 survival, a little bit more painful for him, and a - evasion token, which we don't love. But all things considered, that wasn't too bad. So we'll scoot forward, and we're just going to immediately do this cheeky free 100 roll and see what the Hank Brown 100 is. The finale. We got some sweet art just on the page here with this up to show. That is, if I remember the name correctly, the Cyclops Knight. It looks really lean, lanky, and cool. Okay, the finale. An enormous metallic sound rings out from a distance. All survivors are electrified with dread. They suffer 2 brain event damage. The survivors may follow the sound. Otherwise, they panic and retreat in the opposite direction, end this event, and move the survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Each survivor gains +1 courage and gingerly approaches the sound's origin. As they travel, they pass the shattered corpse of strange beasts. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they follow the trail of corpses. Otherwise, harvest 3 random basic resources from the corpse and end this event. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have folks with a fair bit of understanding. Let's take a look with our Luzidin. Oh yes, you got plenty of understanding. Okay, so everyone gains a courage. Let's just do that first. Actually, first, before I forget, our Luzidin does get to proc bold. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Bold, and so this is the hunt phase. Unexpected, you prepare to face do. Okay, so abilities and impairments prepared. Let's add that. There we go. And roll a d10. Absolute 4. 1 understanding. Not amazing, but we shall take it. Okay, back to this. So everyone gains a courage. So that brings our Luzidin up to 4. Bluth, which is a great name, is up to 2. Risen also up to 2, and then Stormfather should also be up to 2. Noobs are getting a little bit less newbie. Alright, so we're arriving at a massive anvil. The survivors see a giant one-eyed knight. It's charcoal-colored armor reflecting the lantern light. The event revealer rolls 1d10, so this is Stormfather doing this one. Oh, actually, I forgot something important too. Suffer 2 brain event damage. So that's a bummer because we got some folks that aren't insane. So that's just an immediate... Oh, you are insane. That's nice. So 1, 2. No severe head injury to you. Bluth does take that brain injury. And then our Lucidin, you are plenty insane, so you're fine. Okay, there we go. And the event revealer. So we'll see what we do here. On a d10. Getting a 6. That can't be too bad, right? Alrighty. The knight approaches the survivors. In an instant, it chops off a random survivor's ear. They gain a bleeding token. It strikes the anvil, blinding the survivors with a churning wall of sound. When they open their eyes, the knight is gone and a steel sword and steel shield rare gear rests in its place. The group divides the gear between them. Oh, very interesting. Well, let's take a look at some more rare gear. Oh, just looking at 9+. What the heck round is the Thunder Maul? That sounds cool. But happy with steel, too. Oh, there is the Thunder Maul. I'm not going to look at it right now, though. Steel sword, steel shield. Cool. Alrighty, let us take a little look-see. Come on, you're gonna focus. There we go. Weapon, melee sword, finesse metal, irreplaceable, slow, sharp, barbed. Oh, I don't know what barbed does. I have to look that up. On a perfect hit, gain plus d10 strength for the rest of the attack. Well, that's pretty friggin' cool. I might actually switch that out with the Muramasa. I think that's technically rules broken, like not supposed to do that, but I think it's okay. -3 movement. Ouch. Steel shield, weapon, melee shields, metal, heavy, irreplaceable, -3 movement. -3 movement is pretty rough. Irreplaceable too. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Spend action or 1 survival to ignore a hit. Also pretty sweet. That's not in focus there, sorry. The -3 movement though, that is pretty rough. Not a huge fan of that. Hard to be a tank when you can't get into position. I do have something that would change it from 2 to 3 movement, but 3 movement is, I don't think that's really enough to justify right now. I think just for the sake of playing, we'll put these off to the side and figure them out as to which survivor they'll go on next time. Not quite how the rules are meant to be there, I think, but it's just for the sake of keeping things going. Okay, cool. So that would be up here. And then we'll have our Lucidin. Check this out. Lion sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors. Decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dry, tall grass, their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the White Lion's bizarre, inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains +1 understanding and 1 insanity. Oh, we like that. Okay, back up to 19 insanity for our Lucidin, and ooh, understanding. White secret. Do we do that now? Let's take a little look-see. Okay, white secret 181. White speaker. White secret. Alrighty. Wild. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen right now or in the settlement phase, but we'll take a quick little look and decide as we get into it. So there's some crazy art of what I assume is a white speaker. Wearing quite the outfit. Whispering, covered in blood to a newbie survivor. Crazy. Alrighty, white secret. A dream buried deep in memory suddenly surfaces. You feel her hot breath bathing your ear. Hissing whispers. She'd come to you bearing the secrets of the world, and you had merely forgotten. Until now. Well, I think this sounds like something that we should do now. Your brain swells and you scream out in pain. Suffer the lunacy brain trauma and remember the story. Lunacy brain trauma. Let's take a little looky-loo at that. Brain. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. That we can do. Okay, so 1d5 insanity. Do. Back up to 20. And a random disorder. So our lose it in has. Okay, only 2. Seizures. During the showdown, whenever you suffer damage to your head location, you are knocked down. Don't love that, but he is also a whatchamacall, a fist and tooth specialist, so he can stand up at the beginning of his or the monster's turn. So that's nice. Not too diabolical for him. Alrighty, Ryu. Let us do. Remember the story. So rolling 1d10. 9. 9. Okay. Story of the invisible hair. What is this? Oh, high school dating experience indeed, hey? Okay, well. You remember the story of a woman with long hair, so fine it couldn't even be seen. She claimed she could feel anything her hair touched. On her deathbed, she cut it all off and gifted a single strand to any who visited her. What was left over was scattered, floating in the wind, waiting to be grasped by those who learn this story. You gain the extra senses fighting art and the following ability, Leyline Walker. While there is no armor or accessory in your gear grid, gain +3 evasion. Whoa, that's trippy. Very trippy indeed. So we could make a crazy dex, I guess evasion kind of build with this character. Interesting. Well, that changes things up quite a bit, actually. And this is a character that's going to keep coming back, too. Okay, so extra senses. What is extra senses? Just going to look it up online because I don't have it just in front of me. Extra senses, fighting art, what be this? You may dodge 1 additional time per round. That's pretty cool. However, we do like current fighting arts here are pretty awesome. So Monster Claw Style, Fist and Tooth attacks, gain +1 accuracy and +1 strength, and Savage. I was misplaying Savage last time. It's not every time you hit, it's every time you crit. Call him Greasy Evader. Indeed. Extra monster grease there for sure. Combo Master, on a perfect hit, make 1 additional attack roll, which very much like that. Then Order of Death. Once per showdown, you may spend your action to have all non-death survivors gain 2 insanity. When you die, you encourage all survivors with your last words. Like, I do like that. So I think, especially since this character can die and come back, we're not too concerned about the extra dodge. So I think we're going to not gain the extra senses and just keep the ones that we have. Leyline Walker, though, we shall certainly add as an ability. And where are you at in this list? Not Leprosy, Leyline Walker. There's no armor or accessory. Cool, well, I'm going to have fun doing some, I guess, build crafting, which I've only done like a little bit this game. Cool, and I guess, yeah, that is that. Very, very interesting. Okay, and then the rest of this card. Each survivor gains +1 understanding and insanity. So, boom, boom. Oh, no, I actually already did our loosen because he just got up to that. So, bluff, understanding, and insanity. What was the first understanding? Yes. There we go. Understanding. Cool, and then we need to roll D100. Alright, 63. Oh, I love when you don't even need to flip the page. Oh, wild. The stone faces ahead are replaced by an expanse of stone feet sprouting from the ground. The survivors walk soul to soul with the feet. Cool. If any survivor is insane, which we have 2, they are convinced they have reached the underside of the world. They clutch the ground for dear life, terrified of falling off. Their raucous terror slows the survivors and attracts unwanted attention. Roll once on the hunt event table for each insane survivor before moving on the hunt board. If any of these... Okay, If any of these rolls result in feat... What? What does this mean? Roll once on the hunt event table for each insane survivor before moving on the hunt board. If any of these rolls... Is this a typo? And instead of feat, is like feat the... Instead of the hunt event board, is this supposed to be... No, because that's legs, not feet. I am confused. Feet. Is there something in this table about feet? Well, yeah, I'm not too sure about how this one operates. We shall see, I suppose. Alrighty, well, feet. So if the survivor is insane, they're convinced they're going to fall off the world. Alrighty, so roll once on the hunt event table for each... Oh, if it's feat as in this event. Ah, got it. Okay, so we have our lose it in. So as long as it's not 63. Yep, so that's good. And then we have, I can't remember the name, but the other insane person, so not 63 too. 64 though, wow. Okay, cool. If all survivors are insane, they don't need to worry about that. Oh my goodness, if all survivors are insane, they fall off the underside of the world, they're dead. Unless they have survival of the fittest. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, feat is done, and we are able to hunt the monster, because I forgot to move us there. Amazing. Well, all things considered, for being a longer hunt phase, we got a whole bunch of goodies, bunch of rare gear. And again, technically speaking, I think I should be assigning it to survivors now, but I'm just going to do it after just for the sake of having fun playing the game and doing that after. Bunch of resources too. So yeah, let us see how this fight do. Let's go ahead and get this back to the proper showdown. Just take a quick peek and let's get these up here as well. There we go. And this got shuffled around a little bit, but that's okay. You go in the middle, and then I think every time I've done this fight, I've just stacked everyone on the left, and so I think that's going to be the same case here. So on the 6th space away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, that should have been there actually. How do we want to do this? Let's put you there. Let's put our Lucidin here. And Stormfather here, and our support person there. Cool. So, Monster's going to be going first here. As far as things to consider for this fight, let's take a quick look at what it is bringing to the table. So we got one trait in Cunning. At the end of each monster's turn, the monster extends its claws. If they are any adjacent survivors, target one at random and full move the white line directly away from all threats. Target suffers grab. At the end of the monster's turn, good stuff. Grab, place target knockdown in front of the monster. Suffers 1 damage per monster level, so we don't love that. We'll have to deal with that as best we can. And then ground fighting is going to be in play. The monster flops onto its side, waiting for attackers to draw near. While ground fighting is played, do not draw AI. When a survivor spends their action in the zone of death, before resolving each action, the monster performs a basic action of +2 speed and +1 damage. When the lion is wounded, discard ground fighting. Cool. So we are going to game this one a little bit because it's in play. What we're going to do is get ourselves in some good positions and get some resources here too. So I think I'm not going to bother doing turns because it's going to be like totally irrelevant. We're just going to get the stuff and go as is. So let's do the Acanthus first, which is directly in front, and we'll do it with this person. And so, Stormfather, I think you have, yes, you have the Scrimming Armor Kit, which is good. Activate Terrain, gain +2 on the roll results. Perfect. So adding 2 to this, getting a 9 for the Acanthus. 1 fresh Acanthus strange resource that we shall do, and we'll pop this off the table. Fresh acanthus, awesome. And then we're just going to move you into position here. So you do have a reach weapon, which we like. And let me take a little look-see. Just going to do one quick little look at the gear because I did it just before getting on tonight and I can't remember. So, okay, there we go. So you are not going to jump in right now. Bluth, you are a support person. Good stuff. Risen, you are our tank with Muramasa, which is pretty wild. And you also don't have any range weapons. Maybe that wasn't the best call, but we'll see. Stormfather, you have a range weapon as well as the counterattack. So you are going to go... Let's take a look at that card. So we don't want to go there, so that means you need to go here. I'm not going to do any damage, just going to sit there. And then going to go run around and do the rest here. I guess it makes sense to actually do this a little bit differently. So again, not going to bother counting turns just because the monster's not going to be doing anything because of ground fighting in play. Yeah, do not dry AI, so it's doing absolutely nothing, which is kind of amazing. It also feels kind of cheap, but we'll see. All right, so you are just going to scoot around and do all this. We'll add 2 to that result too, so 5. Something tasty and consume it. Gain +1 survival for Stormfather. Done deal, back up to 4. So boom, and then I've never actually seen this one, Debris. Good old debris. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, that is something I do forget about. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, I'll just check it out on the wiki here quick too. But Fresh Acanthus gets armor back, if I remember. Fresh. Oh, I don't think it's actually in here. Let me just pull it out and see. Fresh Acanthus. There we go. We'll pull that out and leave it on the side just so we don't forget. Fresh Acanthus. Archive to fully heal 1 hit location, including injury levels and armor points. Cool. Very, very cool. We do like that. Alrighty. So Debris, adding 2 to this roll. Ooh, becoming a 10+. Excuse me. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, all this rare gear. Holy moly. Find rare gear. Gain 1 scrap sword rare gear card. Bring this person who likes swords, and we gained 3 swords. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is this? Okay, so scrap sword. The adventure sword we actually missed out on earlier too. So gaining 3 swords, seeing 4. Wild. Bloodskin. Where art thou? Twilight sword, not you. Scrap sword. 1 scrap sword, rare gear card. Oh, not rare, just gear card. So we have one of those already, so we'll just increase the quantity of those. Scrap sword came from the weapon crafter. Serendipity, indeed. Swordly serendipity. Okay, weapon crafter. Scrap sword ×2. Fun. All right, so we'll get rid of that as well. I mean, almost in a way, I would just prefer the resources, but that's okay. That's still really cool. Don't want to be too greedy. All right, so what positioning makes the most sense for us here? So we want to not proc the ground fighting. I'm just gonna roll we'll call it a d5. So that would be 4, and I'm probably not gonna do up to this many, but that'll be like the max I could if I want to, using rounds of the support character who can serendipitous sword saturation. That's perfect. But yeah, so we'll say up to 4 turns of support abilities that she could have done. So first one, let's just take a little look-see-loo. That's the top 3 AI cards. Not really too concerned with others. There is a failure response. Don't necessarily love that. And all these do have crits. That's nice. Let's do Beast Knee, Straining Neck, and then Beast's Maw. And then also looking at the top 2 AI cards. Bloodthirsty and Revenge. So whoever suffers damage for any reason, place 1 token on Bloodthirsty. At the start of each monster turn, if Bloodthirsty has 3+ tokens, remove tokens and perform basic attack. Okay. Well, let's put that on top and see if we can get rid of it, because we're not huge on moods. I love the Whisker Harp. I've just heard it's too dangerous to bring on hunts, and so I have mostly abstained, except when I just started. Okay, there we go. Well, how do we want to do this? I guess it makes the most sense. Let's see what other positions we want to be in. So that would be right behind 2. We don't love that. You have... let's put you there. And let's go ahead and do... kind of like the idea of you being behind. And we'll just put you just off there for now. And we shall see how this goes as we kind of get to ambush it because of that mood in play, which feels janky and kind of cheaty, but I'm here for it. It makes it for a nice start. And so we'll start off with Stormfather here. Swinging in because he's out of the zone of death of ground fighting with the counterweight axe. In which case we have 3 dice. Hitting on 6s. Alrighty, 2 hits, no perfect hits or anything. So we know what's coming up here. We have Beast Knee, Sturdy Kneecap. You strike the monster's throat. The monster is knocked down. Crushed Windpipe. Oh wow, I do remember this. Crushed Windpipe. The monster cannot breathe. It dies at the end of the next monster's turn. Well, I mean, I think we just got to go for this crit right now. I didn't read that before. Okay, so, I mean, hypothetically, if I actually read that, maybe I should have gone to someone else, but then ground fighting went procced, and we didn't really want that. So let's take a look. Do we have any luck? We have 0 luck, so we just crit on a 10. Hey, you want to live forever? Roll a 10. A 2! Alas. 2 is not going to cut it. 2 would be 8, and we need to get to 10 toughness, so we don't get that straining neck, although maybe we'll see it again. That's pretty cool. Beast's Knee. Let's see if we get this one. Oh, getting a 1. We don't wound that one either, which is too bad. However, nothing bad. Oh, dang. So that doesn't actually proc the... because we didn't do any wound. So ground fighting still in effect. We do have our support person. So let's go ahead and see if they can get a hit here. So not Risen. This is going to be Bluff. All right, so 3 dice. Hitting on 6s. All right, that's just 1, but I mean, heck, 1 is all we need. So the Beast's Maw, so this one is the one with the fail response, and we have only 2 strength, which means we need an 8 on the die to wound, which isn't amazing. Hey, get a crit fail and a 2 last time. We shall take the 8 this time. Love it. Oh, do you have any luck? Let me just take a look here. I don't think so, but just to be sure. Yep, no luck. So just a wound, not a crit. But we get our first wound and we get to discard. I already know what it is from doing the AI scouting with the Rawhide Headband. We get to discard that mood into the wound stack, which we like. We like that very much. Okay, so that means ground fighting is now discarded. So we'll add that to the discard pile. Very nice. We don't need to worry about that. So let us go ahead and do this thing. Just want to take one quick look at Cunning. At the end of each monster turn, it extends its claws. If there's anyone adjacent, target one at random and full move directly away. It suffers grab. Grab is 1 damage per monster level, so 2 damage. Okay, well, how do we want to do this? Might actually spend every single... let's see. So starting off, let's go with Risen. They are going to move into the blind spot here, giving them +1 accuracy with their round leather shield, because we are absolutely going to go for shield specialization with them. So only 1 dice, hitting on a 6. Oh, The one rears its ugly head. How much survival do they have? They have 6. Let's go ahead and surge and try that again, just because I don't know how often we're going to be able to get in the blind spot. So on a 6. Perfect. That is all we need, getting a 6. Oh, fuzzy groin. You hit the monster right in the ding-dong. So I've had this happen before, and it wasn't a good time. So we don't have any luck or anything, so we just need to wound, adding 4 to the results. Nice. So that will be a wound, and not a crit, which we like. So removing another AI card. Very nice, very nice. And then, because they have a full leather kit, and the puzzle pieces are in place, at the end of your act, you may move 1 space. So they are just going to back off to there, which we like. I think with our support person, oh no, that's not how that would work. Let me see, with Stormfather, you have 4 survival. You know, let's go ahead and spend 1, and you are going to surge and make your attack. So 3 dice, hitting on 6s. 2 hits once more. Beast Femur, and Clever Ploy. Alas, we've been trapped. Okay, reshuffle hit location deck. The attacker is caught in the white line's ruse and savagely mauled. Perform basic attack targeting the attacker. Alright, so it is going to scoot forward. And basic attack for the white lion here. 2 speeds, 2 plus hits, and 1 damage. It does have an extra damage and extra speed, so 3 dice. Hitting on... Do you have... you've got -1 evasion. Oh no. So hitting on, like, I don't even need to roll the dice. It just hits. Ouchie kibbles. So that is going to be 6 damage in total to 3 different places, and we are doomed, so we can't avoid any of it. Ouch. This actually kind of sucked. Okay, well, let me take a little look at Stormfather's kit. So full screaming gear. That's something. Sucks that we get 2 on the body. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking a light wound on the body already. Ouch. And arms down to 1 armor. You know what? For the trap, I'll take it. That's not horrendous. What sucks is we spent the surge to do that. But that is the way it be. Well, in that case, let's go with our Lucidin. He is going to... What do you want to do with our Lucidin? First things first, let me shuffle this back into the deck, though, just so I don't forget. When I was adding the Dung Beetle Knight expansion, I totally forgot how sticky all the cards are without sleeves. As someone relatively new to sleeving my games, it's amazing. I don't know if I could go back. Specifically with this game, like ATO is not too bad. The cards like slip and slide really well, but these ones are so sticky. Okay, so our Lucidin. You've got a bunch of luck, which we do really like, and blood paint. So we just saw the trap. I don't think we're too concerned about the trap again. So let's just go, let's go here. Not too concerned about having trouble hitting either. So let's see what happens. So blood paint, let's go ahead and proc that. So the way we've got blood paint set up, it lets us do, and this is approved by Adam Poots. If it's in this area, it lets us do the Fist and Tooth, and then whatever's to the right of it. So we shall do Whistling Mace and Other Thing. Yeah, sleeves are awesome. Big fan. Okay, let's start with the mace. So 3 dice hitting on 6s. We do get a perfect hit, so we can... Let's just go ahead and re-roll one to get another hit. Oh my goodness, I don't think we can do that twice, but let's read the rule here. On a perfect hit, make an extra attack roll. Let's go ahead and roll another one. The duality of dice. Oh, the mat never gets sticky. Gotcha. Okay, Combo Master, we love that. That's awesome. Fist and Tooth. Sweet, 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 sweet. Plus some accuracy and Savage. Okay, so what is your strength? Your strength is 5, and we're going to be adding 1 more. So adding 6 to this result for whatever we wound, and we wound twice. Or we hit twice. Beast's Paw. failure, basic action, targeting the attacker gains +2 damage. Don't love that. Brain damage. Let's do this one first. So we're adding 6 to this results, and we crit on a 6. Ugh. Okay, so we don't have anything bad happen that time. So critting on a 6. We do wound, so that's something, because there would have been a failure response here, but no crit. That's too bad. So we'll add that to the wound stack, and there we go. And then I think I did that backwards, actually. That was supposed to be the Whistling Mace, and I did Fist and Tooth. That's okay. I'm just going to do the Whistling Mace now. Whoopsies. What I'll do is I rolled an extra dice with the Fist and Teeth, because I did 3, and it should have been 2. So I'll do 2 dice with the Whistling Mace here. So 2 dice hitting on 6s. 1 hit. And we connect with Strange Hand. It's failure, instinctively striking back. The lion's hands dart forward, very creepy. And lost hand. That would be nice. So let's see if we can crit on a 6. A 5. Yeah, that would have still been a crit on a 6, but alas. So we do wound. We'll add that to the stack. That's good, but I want more crits. Okay, so we've done that. You know what? Lightning can't strike twice, right? Let's do a... Oh, he's only got 4. That's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it again. I really like this blood paint. So same thing. Let's do it. So doing it correct this time. 2 dice for the Fist of Teeth, hitting on 5 because of the fighting arts. So you get 1 hit. Connecting with Beast's Temple, critting on a 6. Oh, we get a crit on the line or 10. Alrighty, so the blow wallops the white lion's head, causing shockwaves of blinding pain. Persistent injury. Whenever the white lion draws AI, roll a d10. If the result is 1 or 2, discard the card and end the monster's turn. Fun. And done another wound in the process. And then next up, 3 dice hitting on 6s for the Whistling Mace. So we get 1 hit. Beast's tricep. So once again, critting on a 6. We do. Awesome. Torn muscles cause agonizing pain. Discard 1 move currently in play. The white lion is knocked down. Unfortunately, it's just going to stand right up. Unless we wanted to surge. No, I'd have to like dash and surge, and that would be foolish. So yeah, that's too bad. Kind of a wasted opportunity on the knockdown, but hey, a crit is a crit. We like to see it, and we shall add another card to the wound stack. Okay, so I think that's going to be everything that we want to do. I might take a look at Bluth. So you have 4. Let's see. So I'm going to spend a survival on Surge, getting it back on a 6. Nice. And we are going to scout the AI deck to see what we have coming up here. So we got Claw or Size Up. So it'd be an Intimidate action. Let's go ahead and have Size Up on top. And we do have some other things in play here. So we got that Persistent Injury. We also have Cunning, which is the end of the monster's turn. So start of its turn, it is going to stand up, and it is going to play Size Up. Target random threat in field of view. So that's going to be, could be anyone. So let's just roll left to right here. Oh, I need another dice. There we go. So starting with Bluth, 5. We'll do, yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to reroll. We'll say lowest gets it. Okay, so Bluth, 6. Stormfather, or Lucidin, and Risen. Alrighty, Ryu, that is going to be Risen, which is fine by me. The monster stares down its prey, turn to face the target and roll a d10. On a 4+, the target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. Alrighty, Ryu. So 1 brain damage per monster level. It's going to be 2. Going down to 2 insanity and is knocked down. Okay, and that is the end of Size Up, meaning Cunning comes into play. If there are any adjacent survivors, which there are, target 1 at random and full move the white line directly away from all threats. They suffer grab. Okay, so we got 2. We'll do lowest roll once again. So for Stormfather getting a 2, our Lucidin getting an 8. All right, so our Lucidin, or words, Stormfather it is. Directly away from all threats, so that's going to be down this way. Full move. How much do you move at level 2? You move 7. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right to the end, and we'll have you popped out on the ground side. Let's scoot that camera down a little bit, get things in view. So we're right at the very edge of the map there. Okay, and then there's 1 damage per monster level, so that's going to be 2 damage to Stormfather's hands, which we don't love. Realized I messed up Stormfather's loadout a little bit, I think, but that's okay. I was in a rush doing it. So 2 damage to the hands, 1 and 2. That's a light wound on the handsikins. So yeah, we don't want Stormfather in melee with him. However, he's the only one with reach, so that's fine by me. Okay, so this brings it to our turn. Let's encourage using both our support character to see if we can get the person up. Get back on a 6. Yep, don't need to spend the survival. We love that. So you can stand up. And how far is this for you? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Let's do that. Okay, so Risen, going down to 4 survival. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there we go to there. So in the blind spots, we love it. And looking for, this is going to be the round leather shield because we were working on that specialization. So hitting on a 6. Nice, we do hit. Fantastic. And we connect with the Beast's Elbow. Okay. So we're adding 3 to this result, so we need a 7. Oh, we get a crit. Fantastic. Okay, so cancel the reaction on this card. Awesome. The monster howls in pain as the blow breaks its elbow with a sickening crunch. Non-death survivors gain 3 insanity and may stand if they are knocked down. Cool. So we trash another AI card into the wound stack. Everyone, non-death survivors, which is everybody, and may stand up. Awesome. So Stormfather, 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Risen up to 5. Bluth up to 4. So now everybody's insane. And our Lucidin up to 23, which is bonkers town crazy, the highest I think I've had. Cool, but we like that very much. And then we are going to step backwards because of the leather armor, which is pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and go. Let's just move you just a little bit. And then we're going to use the Cat Eye Circlet to hit location scouts. We got the Beast's chest, the Beast's femur, and the Beast's back. So -1 accuracy token, -1 movement token. Ooh, gaining a white line resource, so we do like that. Let's put that on top because we want to... Yeah, let's put that on top. That sounds fun. We want to get those resources. Alrighty, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does our Lucidin have a ranged weapon right now? I can't recall. No, we don't. That's okay, though. So we are going to have to dash, which is... Okay, we'll go down to 2. Survival, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. And let's see how this be. So blood paint once again. Let's start with the Fistin Teeth. So 2 dice hitting on... Oh, I misplayed that. That would have been 1 extra. So hitting on 6s rather than 5s. Okay, perfect hits. I'm just going to reroll this one. That is the way it's going to be. That's okay. Alrighty, so there is a fail response, which we don't love, which is move and grab. However, the crit response we do like. So we could, hypothetically, if the result is 10, it instantly dies. Alright, so critting on a 6. Oh no, yeah, critting on a 6, so we crit, fantastic. So we gain a random white line resource. Shuffled this up earlier, so let's just go ahead and grab this. Sinew, organ. Okay, cool, cool. We'll add that to that pile of goods over there. Add another card to the AI, or from the AI deck to the wound stack. And then on a 10, the lion just straight up dies. Oh, there it is there. So the lion does die, but that's okay. Maybe we can keep working on getting some goodies from it. Oh, and I should have rolled a d10, and it would have not acted last turn too. Oopsies. Okay, so we've done that. That's pretty sweet. We like that very much. You've dashed, and you don't have the leather boots item in play. And I don't think we're going to surge with you. So you're just going to stay put. You're probably going to take some hits. Let's go with Stormfather next here. So Stormfather is going to take a step back to not be engaged in melee with it. And then he's going to swing in and hit with the counterweight axe, which low-key is like one of my favorite weapons in this game so far. Okay, so hitting on 6s. Oh my goodness. Looks a little small on the screen there, but that is 3 perfect hits. Wild. Otherworldly luck. Nothing coming to play there. So yeah, nothing crazy or special happening there. But wild, 3 perfect hits. Let's see what we get here. 1, 2. Please not the trap. Good, 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 good. So we have the beast's femur. Getting some resources there too. Accuracy token. And crushed windpipe, which is the death one again. Oh, we got that one again. Crazy. So we do crit on a 10, which chances are quite low. So let's see. Let's do this one and then a straining neck. So critting on a 10. No, but we do wound, which is nice. We'll add another AI to the stack. And then cheater! Critting on a 10, let's see. The opposite. A critical fail, but that's okay. So nothing bad happens on that. And then this one does have a fail response, so let us see. I find like this game is so swingy with dice. I love it. Okay. And I know dice are swingy to begin with, but I find this game in specific is super swingy. Alright, so how much strength do we have here? We have 6 strength. We need a 4 to wound. Oh, bummer. Okay, so Beast's back is going to do a failure response to us, which stinks, because it's just got to be this guy. Full move the monster in a straight line, which is right towards him, too. Dang, of anyone that we wanted this to happen to, this would be the worst. Okay, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to there. You are knocked down. And 2 event damage to the body. We don't love that because the body is in serious wounds territory now. So let's see what we get on this happy, happy, fun table. 6. Disemboweled. Your movement is reduced by 1 until the showdown ends. Gain a bleeding token. Okay, let's just add that injury. Disemboweled. Okay, so we can't be the only survivor, or else they are unable to make it back. And then -1 movement token temporarily. Okay, all things considered, that is not horrendous. That's okay. Okay. There we go. This is going to bring it to the monster's turn, however. So, excuse me, let's check this persistent injury. So whenever it draws an AI card, roll 1d10. So we'll draw an AI card. And on a 1 to 2, he is the one with the canvas, actually. That is true. Let me take a look at the canvas again. Archive this to fully heal 1 hit location, including injury levels and armor points. Oh, interesting. So there's not like an activation, it's just an archive. So I could just archive that to fully heal the body with him, hey? Why don't we just do a crit retcon and make that happen? Because that sounds like the thing to do. Getting that back up to 3. Thanks, Mike. Good call, good sir. Okay, so bleeding token back down, movement back up to 5. Yeah,
Good call for sure. Thank you. Cool. There we go. And archive the Freshcanthus. Let me make sure I get rid of that in my storage here too. Strange. Freshcanthus down to 1. All right. Awesome. Good call, good sir. Good call. Alrighty. And I don't think I rolled, so let me do that. On 1 to 2, it doesn't actually act. Oh, a 2. Fantastic. So alert, the mood is going to be discarded. Boom. However, that's not the end of its turn because it does have cunning. So we do have an adjacent survivor because Buddy Boy is knocked down. All right, so full move directly away from all threats and suffer grab. All right, so full moving you in this messy corner over here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to here. There goes Stormfather. He's just been ragdolled by this cat all across the map so far. And 2 random damage to the hands. Okay, 2 random damage to the hands. Oh, alas. This is going to be a severe happy fun roll for the hands too. Let's see. What's it going to be? 9. Dislocated shoulder. Pop, you cannot activate two-handed or paired weapons or use block until the showdown ends. Oh, man. I think this is a two-handed weapon. Gain a bleeding token. Okay, counterweight axe, two-handed. Hey, well, he's got a bow, so he can shoot with the bow. That's something. Okay. And that is the end of that fellow's turn. So, let's encourage, see if we get back on 6. We do not, so Bluth goes down a first survival. Getting you up, you are just going to come this way, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 I think will do. And you might as well just shoot your shot right now, good sir. So, starting with... Oh, the bow is also two-handed, so that doesn't work. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, so they are weaponless, but they have bandages. That is something, and I guess they could attack with fist and teeth if needed to. Just gonna double check that. Was it any... Yeah, two-handed or paired weapons. Okay, well, that is the way it goes. I guess he can scream in that case. So non-deaf insane survivors gain +1 movement until the end of the round. Done deal. And I think everyone is insane, so that's just going to be everyone moving. This bow isn't cumbersome, but it is two-handed. Yeah, the Vespertine bow. You can pull it up here. Da, 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 da. I do love that it's not cumbersome. I'm not a huge fan of cumbersome. It's very similar to a lot of the ranged weapons in ATO as well, and it's like, wow, I don't want to use both. Understandable when they're really strong weapons, though. Okay, well. So we get plus movement, which is nice. So we can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And who would this be? Risen, I don't think you have any ranged weapons. No, you don't. So let's just move you. 4 survival, though, so maybe it is worth it. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's spend a dash action by you, Risen, to get you up here. And then I think I got a wound with the leather shield, so I'm not too worried about the specialization there, because we're good. So this is a risk. Maybe first, quick retcon, let's just go ahead and do the cat eye circlet to see if we got any traps in the next 3. We don't, so... Well, let's see, what do we want to do here? Toughness, lion resource, and let's do that. And all right, first attack with the Muramasa. Let's just pull this up here. Oh, this is going a little bit leggy. Okay, so Muramasa, 6 speed, 666 basically, which is pretty wild. Frail, sharp, sentient, deadly, unique. When you crit with this weapon, gain 2 bleeding tokens. Pretty wild. Okay, so a bunch of things going on here. Sharp is interesting. I'm just going to look up the rules for sharp because I've never actually used it. I know it's 1d10 extra strength, but just to see if there's anything else there. to each wound attempt using this gear. Cool. Alrighty, so hitting on 5s, rolling 6 dice, which how many do I have? So I've got 4 here. 5, 6. Hitting on 5s. Wow, that is a lot of hits. Let's see, was there anything special to consider for you? Swordsman's Promise, Carapace of Will. Oh, I forgot about that. At the start of the showdown, gain Steadfast Survivor card. When you are attacked, you have 2 Steadfast tokens, ignore hit. Okay, well, let's see. So that's going to be a lot of hits. 5. I don't think I've ever had so many hits in one turn. So we know that the first 3 are trap free. Let's continue on. 4, and the last one, 5. Amazing. And now give me a moment as I sort through all these. So I know, let's see. Okay, so I like that one. Don't really care if, oops, don't want to be moving our servers. That one. Don't like that one. Also don't like that one. So let's do those. Let's do it that way, actually. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay. All right, so these are sharp. So we'll roll, the white die will be the sharp die. Actually, yes, there's a red dice here. Let's do that. Oh, I got some crits. I got at least one. Oh no, that was a perfect hit, not a crit. So critting on a 10 for Risen. So we get 2 bleeding tokens if we get a 10 on the black die. So 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 6. So many 6s. So we definitely hit, but I don't think there's any luck. Yeah, so no crit there. Here we go. Add that to the AI discard. And then Beast's Heal, same story. Not a crit, but definitely a wound. So another AI card bites it. And then same thing, that was 2, this is 3. That'll also be a wound. There is a reaction, so gain priority target. Cool, cool, so discard that. Just gonna shuffle the AI discard here. There we go, that out of there. And then the last 2. All right, so this is the Beast Sculpted Deltoid. Absolutely a wound, not a crit though. There we go. And then lastly, yeah, absolutely a wound as well. Ooh, this one does have a reflex though, so I'm glad to save this one for last. All right, so there we go. With this, oh my goodness, what a crazy sword. I kind of actually love this setup where they're usually trying to hit at least to start with their shield, but then can then just come in and give her heck with this crazy 2-handed sword. Cool. Very, very cool. All right, so reflex. Full move the monster forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now or out of range. Nice. So extra glad to save this till last. So it's just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to there. And then it's going to be, who else do we have? So our Lucidin can go, and they can move 6. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to there. And our crew is pretty spread out until you get 6 BLLE or 6 bleeding tokens, or hitting a super dense location. That sounds awful too. Okay, so this is gonna bring it to us turn. Yeah, 6 bleeding tokens, instant death. No, thank you. Alrighty, Rue. So on a 1 to 2, it loses this. It does not, so it's got size up. Random threat and field of view, so same idea here. Let's do lowest is the one that's going to get it. For you, for you, for you, and then lastly, nice. So size up is targeting our Lucidin. So on a 4+, they suffer 1 brain damage. Okay, so per monster level. So our Lucidin takes 2 brain damage, going down to 21, and they are knocked down. Which, whoop, dropping dice, 1 sec. There we go. Okay, well, that's the end of its turn. The other thing doesn't come into play, so this is going to go in the discard. And back to us. So we are pretty spread out, but I mean, I think we're just going to try and Oh, I did roll a 10, or I rolled a d10, and I got more than the one or the two, so it did act. Okay. So what makes the most sense here? I feel like attacking with a Muramasa is just going to end up with traps happening, but I kind of feel like it's the way that we need to do. Let's do a little hit location scouting first. So, excuse me. Let's see. So first thing, encouraging, getting Lucidin back up on their feet. They do spend their survival, but that's okay. And then they're going to move. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to there. I should have done this first, but they are going to scream, giving everyone +1 movement. What can our Lucidin do? Do you got the bow? No, you're all melee. So you could go... Oh, I forgot 2 location scouts. Let's do that. So it'd be 1, 2, and 3. So there are very few cards. Oh, no worries, man. I appreciate you checking out for me, because I'm very hit and miss on the rules. I just play them bi-weekly. And sometimes it definitely goes in my favor, and other times it definitely goes against. So I think it evens out, but definitely appreciate the catch on, or checking in on rules. All right, this is a silly play, but I think I'm going to do it just for the fun. Trying to not look at the bottom card, but this is how many cards are in the hit location deck. One of them is obviously the trap. How many hits can I get on a 5 when I know the first 3 are good? Okay, Lost Ding Dong we don't love, but there's no... Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so moving 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 1 out of range, so they need to dash to be able to do it. It's getting into the blind spot. You know what? I don't even want to be in the blind spot just to get extra accuracy. So we're going to go there, going down to 2 survival, and we have 6 attacks hitting on 5. So 2, 4, 6. Every dice for this game I have. Yeah, it is bookkeeping, but it's like really fun bookkeeping. Okay, so hitting on 5s. Okay, well, that is a perfect round of hits. I was kind of hoping that wasn't going to be the case, but okay. So 6 cards. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. There's the trap. It was a silly plan, but this draw's gone too well, or this fight's gone too well. So figured it was worth it. So we'll put those there, and we'll do the trap. A doomed targeting basic targeting this fellow. I think we should be okay here. Famous last words, but we shall see. All right, so 3 dice. You've got only 1 evasion. I thought you had more than that. You should have 2 evasion. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Indeed. Okay, so it's got +1 evasion, I think. No, +1 speed. So okay, so 3, needing 4s to hit. Amazing. So it just fully misses. Whiffy Whiffington. That's nice. That's very nice. All right, just going to shuffle these cards back into the hit location deck. Give it a good ye old shuffle. And one more time. One more time, just a hit away. Guess 2 hits away technically, but that is okay. You know what? Let's surge and do that again. So Risen's going to go down to 1 survival and 6 dice hitting on 5s. Okay, that is a little bit better, and I'm more comfortable with the 4 hits. Oh, never tell me the odds. Beast's ear, Beast's heel, and Beast's back and Beast's brow. Okay, what do we want? So with that one, we want near the end. That one is fine up front. This one we don't like. That one we don't like either. So we're really not worried about a failure. Let's do that, actually. There we go. Let's do those. Just like that. That is the order we're going to do them in. Okay, and so same idea. Red dice is going to be sharp. Black dice is normal one. So we're not looking for any crits. We definitely won't. Not a crit, but boom, boom, that's gone. The last AI card is gone, and so Beast's Brow. Getting the wound, and that is the last wound we needed, and that was probably the smoothest level 2 fight I think I've ever had. Cool. Very, very cool. Well, let's get this switched over here. And get these folks off to the side. That Muramasa is something crazy. I feel like it's something that isn't sustainable to have for a long time, and I'm curious which monsters, like, I haven't seen many super dense cards, and which ones have more than others is something I'm very curious about now. Okay, book, come on up. There we go. Alrighty, Mr. White Lion, let us return to the settlement. Stormfather disagrees. Yeah, Stormfather just got dragged around all over the place. Yeah, to be fair, I was actually worried about him. I specifically hadn't been bringing him out into any encounters because I really wanted to see what that Thundercaller ability was. And like Murphy's Law, if I brought him anywhere, he was going to die. Yeah, 0 out of 10 would recommend. No more White Lions ever again for Stormfather. Yeah, he got roughed up pretty good. Okay, cool. So victory, level 2, 2 hunt XP, awesome. 1 weapon proficiency level, so that is going to be everybody, which is nice. Just gonna add that up. So fist and tooth, heck yeah. For our Lucidin. Bluth, did you have a weapon proficiency? No, you didn't, because you just got up to 2 hunt XP. Because you were the total newbie. And then Risen. Cool. So shield we get. Awesome. And then lastly with Stormfather and the axe. Up to 1. Cool. Very, very cool. I think I've got 2 people that actually have specializations right now. And I think I've had maybe 3 or 4 total ever. And they're cool. I'm a big fan of the specializations. I wish I didn't have so many survivors die earlier on in the campaign. I think my mistake was going into the second fight against the Kingsman, like going fully at it, thinking I had a chance, because I lost all of my best survivors and I had no chance. I had no chance at all. It was so brutal. Okay, so we got that, and now for level 2, 4 basic resources and 6 white line resources. Let's do basic first. There we go. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Getting some monster bone, monster hide and hide. Cool. Honestly, I really want just like as much hide as possible, so that sounds good. And then 6 white line resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. White fur, awesome. Lion tail, surprisingly heavy. More hide, we love it. Organ, sinew, white lion hide, awesome. Lion claw, and golden whiskers. These whiskers are tough. It's kind of like a rice wrap snack there. Yum. Or a banana leaf wrap sack or snack. Okay, sweet. Well, that is a bunch of hide, which I am very happy with. Cool. Very, very cool. That was crazy smooth. I'm really stoked on that. I'm curious if I brought everyone like fully kitted out, if I'd be able to take on a level 3. I don't know how much value I see in the level 3 white lion though, because I saw that it's a dagger that you can get with the elder cat teeth, and I mean like I don't have any interest in using daggers, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, next step up. set up. Let's actually just move some of this stuff here too. And I think we should be able to close this book for now. We're going to have to do some age stuff, but we'll do that after. Okay. Alrighty, what is this? Oh, camera's just catching up here. Uno moment. Glossolalia. Glossolalia. Interesting. The settlement calls out to the returning survivors in a chorus of unknown tongues. Each survivor in the settlement begins to speak in their own incomprehensible language until all the sounds of the settlement are replaced with a never-ending babble. Nominate one survivor. Okay, well, this is going to be anybody. Let's have it no one that was gone. Let's do Adrotagia and roll the d10. Okay, getting a 5. 47. The wave of madness passes for some, but not all. The nominated survivor, as I babble myself there, gains the endless babble impairment. When you depart, departing survivors gain a +1 insanity. You may not encourage. Interesting. So, Adrotagia. Impairment. Endless babble. Well, I'm okay with the insanity, but not being able to encourage, I guess it's not the end of the world. Lingering effects. Prevents science endeavors. Prevents education endeavors. Requires pictographs. Do we have pictographs? Let me take a look-see. I don't think we have pictographs, and I want it, because it's the thing that lets you run away from fights if you want to. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, what is the other thing here, though? Deep Listen. Spend 2 resources. Without language to distract them, the settlement learns to time their movements to the beat of their hearts. Departing survivors gain +1 movement token. Endeavor here once per settlement phase. Oh, I mean, it's just a token. So, like, yeah, movement is great, but it's not a forever thing, so I think I'm going to pass on that. That's fun, though. Really like when the settlement events aren't, like, crazy brutal. All right, so that is updating timeline. Do we have anything on the timeline that we need to do? We don't this time, which is kind of nice. Check milestones. So we do have a fair bit of stuff that we can do here just with our returning survivors. Okay, starting with Erlucidin, you might not have anything, but we'll take a look. Okay, so understanding, we've done that. Oh, they're Hunt XP. They're going to be retired soon. I'm curious how that works with this virus flower, actually. We're probably just going to restart them from the beginning, actually, just because they are this kind of recurring character we got going on. Okay, courage, understanding, yeah, we're all good there. Weapon proficiency, okay, so they got nothing special going on. Except for being a complete boss. Bluth gains their age, their first age, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's way too far. Hands of heat, cooking. Oh, I haven't done any cooking yet. Alrighty, Roo. So weapon proficiency for Bluth. What do we want Bluth to do? I wonder. So the -3 movement. The steel shield just seems like kind of brutal for that. Steel sword, though. Slow and sharp. I don't have any other shields, though, but -3 movement. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Like, that just sounds so debilitating. I'm just curious if I was going to, where I was going to put those on. So I've got a whip person. So we got axe, we got some bow. We got fist and tooth. We don't have any grand weapon. We also don't have any grand weapons. What is Muramasa? Two-handed katana. So Muramasa doesn't have any specialization there either, which is kind of a perfect fit with the person who's got it right now. Not really huge on sword. Katar, not really huge on that. We got spear, we got axe. You know what? Let's just do... We got Bluth kind of being our support person. Let's do Bo. Okay, and then rolling 2d10. Okay, being a 15. Random fighting arts. Let's go, Bluth. What you got? What you got? Random fighting arts. Berserker. Once per showdown, you may spend your action to suffer bash and the frenzy braid trauma. I don't think that's ever going to happen for this character, but that's okay. We love to see it. Okay, and then to Risen, you get some goodies here too. Nothing age-related, no understanding. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. What about Stormfather for being dragged around so much? No. Okay, so that was all there. Yeah, Bo is good. I think I've used it in one encounter, and I think I forgot about it, to be honest. But I remember reading it, and having that reroll, especially for those cumbersome weapons, super sweet. Alrighty, so those are the milestones. Develop. So you better bet your bottom dollar that this time we are going to, whatchamacall, endeavor, develop, innovate. That is the term. So let's take a peek here. Actually, before I do this, let me just add in all these resources to my app, just so it's nice and easy. Stormfather's injury, I think it's gone now. I think it was just for the fight. Yeah, it's gone. It was the one that dislocated shoulder that didn't let him activate two-handed weapons just for the fight. Okay, so yeah, let's do these resources before I forget. So resources, white line. Haven't had any white line resources in a while. So we got white fur, line tail, sinew, fur, claw, and golden whiskers. Kind of wish it was just more hide, but that's okay. Okay, white lion. So we have 2 white fur, a sinew, lion tail, lion claw, and golden whiskers. Cool. So we got those all handled. Very nice. Put those there, and then whoop. Okay, skull, hide, perfect organ. I think I've been breaking the rules of perfect organs because I think you can only have like the one limit or whatever, but I haven't had anything to do with them, and so I've got like a couple stockpiled away. Okay, some bones, hide, and a sinew, which is a organ. Is this a lion one? Oops, yeah, this is an extra one that I forgot about, so let's add that. Sinew up to 2, and then basic resources, we have a skull, a perfect organ, monster hide times 3, 2 bones, a triple question mark, and yeah, that is that. Awesome. Okay, so now, what ones do we want to do to innovate here? I'm just going to keep trying to make a little bit more room. One question I have too is, let's see, so I'm not worried about augury. Scrap scavenge we could do if we want to. Organ grinder, I think we're going to pass on. We'll just put it up there. Lantern horde, we're definitely going to do that. Catarium, we're doing nothing with. Bonesmith, doing nothing with. I don't think we're doing anything with Stone Circle. Plumery, we've got nothing to do with you. Leather Worker, we might use. And Skinnery, we're not going to use either. All right, so innovation first. So we need to get rid of a bone, organ, and hide. So show own. Let's do a monster bone. Let's get rid of one of those sinews. And then we'll get rid of a monster hide. And we'll draw. Just going to shuffle these quick. Top 4, and we can pick Symposium. I'm just going to double check because I know we get to draw 4, and then we pick which one, I think. I think that was it. Let's see. Yeah, so we can draw 4 and choose 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Petal Strike. So this is from the Flower Knights. Regardless of their hunt XP, survivors may select sword for their weapon proficiency. Lose 1 flower resource. After you do, gain the flower addiction. Survival and understanding, sword proficiency. So that's kind of low on the docket, I would say. Wasn't really a huge fan when I looked up the sword specialization. Face painting, battle paint, or founder's eye. Add 1 to rolls on the intimacy story. Battle paint, death paint ceremony. Gain +2 survival and 1 insanity. Interesting. Like, definitely good, but I feel like there's things that should be a lot better. Family, departing survivors gain +1 insanity, or +1 survival. Survivors nominated for intimacy may give themselves a surname. Wow, I'm really struggling with words. A newborn survivor inherits the surname of one parent, their weapon type, and half of their weapon proficiency. That's interesting. Nominate 2 survivors. They pair off and each gains the partner ability. Gain survival up to the limit. Partners and may only nominate each other for intimacy. I think I'm going to go with family. Go into the Vin Diesel School of Education. Okay, and family consequences. Family consequences. Guidepost, kind of last, round the fittest, accept darkness. Family consequences, that's what we're looking for. Do we already have that? Family consequences. Oh, Clans of Death. Here we go. I just totally went by it. All right, so what is this thing that we are adding here? Beds, family, and consequences. Cool. Yeah, so beds I do have. Thank you. So the enduring strength of your clan passes through generations. All newborn survivors gain +1 accuracy, +1 strength, +1 evasion. Oh my god. Well, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I hope we get that soon because that sounds awesome. Beds, family, and consequences to come. That's too perfect. Fantastic. Good say. Oops, I'm adding that to the wrong pile too. That would have been bad. Okay, family. So let's make sure we add this in. Okay, is this in progress? Show less. Progress. Here we go. Family. Not that. Okay, Cleanse of Death is good. Okay, cool. Cool. So we've got that. So that is good. And is there anything else that we need to do for this settlement phase? I'm thinking I'm probably going to do crafting off camera just so I can take some time and think about it for a bit and figure out what exactly it is I want to make. But let's see, what else do I know I want to do? So because scrap scavenge, people do have survival to spend, shared experiences. I guess let's take a look at what do we got here? So cooking we can't do because it's science. Leather worker, leather making we're definitely going to do. We're going to turn everything into hide, or into all of the hide into leather. Barber surgeon we don't have, and it is only 1 hide, 3 organs, which we could do. And there's some things in there that I've been wanting to take a look at, so I might actually build that this turn. Scrap smelting, also science, so we can't do this. Ooh, build blacksmith. We can't do it because it's science. Art, statue, not really worried about that. Shrine, I do like shrine. And we're hunting someone new next time too, so I might do that too. Okay, we don't have forbidden dance. Weapon crafter, yeah, so we might do that. Well, let's roll a couple more dice while we're here. Let's nominate some folks to go off and do the scrap scavenging. Alright, so let's do our lose in. Okay, on a 7, add a broken lantern resource. That we shall do. Then next up, 4. I don't think 4 is good, so it's going to be someone spending a survival. We'll do Bluth for that. And then we're going to do another one of these. This is kind of a silly go, but I figure, why not? Okay, 7, so we gain another broken lantern. We are happy with that. Oh, that might mean, how many bones do we have? 1, 2 with a skull. And then we got a triple question mark, which could also be a bone. Meaning we could make the blacksmith if we wanted to. And we get the line resources too. I think you get rid of this. Yeah, so we can get rid of disorders for the barber surgeon. And then I can't remember the specifics, but there's some interesting items I was taking a look at too. Yeah, so I think I'm going to, we'll sign off here. I'm going to do some hokey pokey discovery work and seeing if I can plot out how to maximize the kit that I've got going on. Once again, like focus right now is not too worried about the next fight. I'm going to try the, well, not too worried, famous last words, fighting a new creature, the Dung Beetle Knight, to get some more goodies before facing off against Kingsman level 2, which I'm not excited for, honestly. Not excited for it all. But we'll see how it goes. Got to play it out. And depending on how it goes, I might just take the L against the level 3. We'll see. And just veto the fight entirely. But we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and for joining. If you've got any suggestions about like items, gear, or crafting location stuff, go ahead and comment here or in the once this turns into the YouTube video as well. And I would love to see your thoughts too, because I like to think I've got like a fair idea of what might be good, but I'm still very new to this game, so any suggestions are much appreciated. Oh, well, thank you very much, Mike. Always a blast having you along, and for everyone else there too, take care and have a lovely night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye!